Juju Watkins made her collegiate debut today against Ohio State, and she made it look easy, okay? 32-piece. Yes, you heard me correctly. She put up a 32-piece, 6 rebounds, 5 assists combo meal against Ohio State in Vegas. Ohio State was just in the Elite Eight last year competing against Virginia Tech. And this freshman said, no biggie to me. Ohio State essentially has the same team. They're great on defense. They love to pressure. But one thing about Juju Watkins, she is familiar with what it means to be a star, to be a flat-out baller. You might as well put beside her name, Fresh Star. I mean, these freshmen and these debuts right now in women's hoops is something to marvel at. Things that I saw in this game that USC definitely, I think, will change going forward. They haven't been the greatest offensive team in past seasons. But with Juju Watkins, they're able to do a lot with her. I saw in the second quarter, they started to kind of struggle with some of the turnovers she was having, freshman tendencies, but also some foul trouble just a little bit, kind of trying to settle her down into it. But she had about 16 points in the first half, which is a great sign if you're the coach and watching your star player who's a freshman really get acclimated to the speed of the game. They kind of were wavering between having her on the bench, and when she was on the bench, I felt like the offense was very stagnant. And when she's back in the game, what she brings to that offense is really special. She plays at such a great pace. For a team that is playing against Ohio State, who likes to speed up offenses because of their defense, she didn't allow that to happen for her. She was very much in control, being able to be at the perimeter, allow the play to set. She has great IQ and vision of getting those assists out, putting her teammates in position to score at the basket. But when it's time for her to be the girl, to be the star, she is going to go to the basket. She's going to absorb contact, get downhill, and get to the hoop and finish. It was amazing to see her play so calm, cool, and collected, to be honest. And not to mention, I feel like her hair is never out of place when she's hooping. That being said, it's time for me to show you a glimpse of kind of the first half of action of Juju. You go look up the full highlights, but let's get into it. This is a great example in transition. I'm going at my pace. Get to the basket, finish. Little finger roll. Little finger roll. Just look at how she's always in control.
A little finger roll. I think
come on.
Finger roll at the end. Attracted a lot
again,
of bodies.
downhill, stop and pop. Mid-range.
And that's where she excels.
Defense doesn't want to come up. I'm shooting the jumper. Again, working. Perimeter. I got it. Splits the defense, gets to the basket. Nice. This was a big statement win also for USC. It's the beginning of the season. It's a long season ahead. But she said it best in her post-conference. She said, people are already underestimating us, and I want them to know that we're coming. We're here. And they're going to get better as the season goes on. In the first half, they kind of started to lose their way just a little bit against Ohio State. And then in that second half, they started to also lose their way a little bit. Ohio State started to crawl their way back in it, and Juju had to really command it, settle that offense down, and respond with buckets. But going forward, their defense has to be a little bit better, which it will be. But their offense is going to grow, especially the more they allow Juju really to be the offensive presence there and run it through her and kind of allow her to play point guard a little bit, but also being able to just go and score when need be. But she has great vision on the court, getting assists to her teammates. I'm excited to see what happens for USC women's basketball because they have a star in Juju, and they could really go far this year. So these freshmen are special, man.